What is up, guys? Wunzy Gaming back here. So one of my mods suggested that I do a video showing off the characters on my account and doing a little background on the information on the characters and all that kind of stuff and the servers that I've played on and shown all that stuff. So I actually did record this earlier and it was like 17 minutes long. I have a ton of accounts, or not accounts, but a ton of characters on this account, so I'm going to try to speed this up. So here we go. Proudmoore, bang. This was the server that I thought I was going to main for Legion. Ended up not going through. God. All right, we're back. So ended up not going through with the Proudmoore transfer. We ended up going to a different server. So let's continue on. So the next server that we are going to be talking about is Emerald Dream. No. We're going to talk about Whisperwin. Whisperwin, which is the current main server. This is where my Demon Hunter is at. Right now, the Demon Hunter is my main in Legion, and this is a brand new server that I'm playing on for Legion. Came here for one guild. Drama happened. Not going to get too much into that. And I'm now out of that guild in a different guild. And we're going to see how the transition of Demon Hunter works. If everything just smooths over, if I can pull the same numbers or close to the same numbers, I'm sure there's not going to be an issue. They didn't have any issues with the numbers I was pulling. They're actually way above average. So I think it's going to be fine. As long as I can match those numbers, we're going to be okay. So the next server that we are going to is Chromagus. This was my very, very first server that I played on in World of Warcraft. This is one of the original servers that I played on. The other one was Mirrodin, then it was this one. So actually this was my first one. This was my first main server. So I have two twinks here. They're level 19 twinks, so they're pretty much useless now. And then I have my warrior, who I played here for a long time, kind of abandoned him, and then I haven't really touched him since then. Other than that, that's pretty much it for Chromagus. The server died and I ended up just leaving because of that. Next server we got is Dalaran. Dalaran is an awesome server for me because this is the server where the level 70 twinks are. So I have two level 70 twinks here. We had a full PvE twinking guild here and it was a lot of fun. We ended up doing a lot of cool things. We cleared Karazhan, I think twice. We 6-manned it. That's kind of the way you have to do it, 5 or 6-man, because it's just too easy with 10. The guild's still around. I just think a lot of the interest was lost because Legion has been really good. We started this guild in WoD when WoW was at a low and people jumped on board. Unfortunately, I had an officer in the guild that kicked everybody, so I have to start over or start recruiting again. No big deal. Now, I started on Moonguard on a level 1, this guy right here, strictly just to flip pets. I would sell pets here from my main account that the pets didn't sell on, and then I would buy rare pets from Moonguard because they were dirt cheap because the economy is so healthy here. And then they sold for a ton on my main server, so I was flipping them. Ended up seeing that transmog is a thing. So I used my 100 character boost on this paladin and strictly used him to farm like level 60 stuff and Burning Crusade stuff, all that stuff just to sell the greens. Ended up buying a ton of WoW, not a ton of WoW tokens, probably about 3 or 4 WoW tokens. So Moonguard alone accounted for 3 or 4 months of gameplay for me. And then when they pre-released the Demon Hunters, I got that here just to kind of double dip on it. I haven't really been on here much since Legion just because I've been so preoccupied with my 110s, but I'll probably towards the end of the expansion get back on here and do the farming thing again. And of course you have to have a troll character on Moonguard. It's not meant to be malicious or anything, but I'll go into like the tavern and like the inns and stuff like that, and you know, people are RPing and they get a kick out of it. It's just, you know, some people do take it serious, but most people realize that it's a joke and can appreciate the joke. So here's my main servers, Thunderhorn and Blade's Edge. They are combined servers. So first off, there's my banks. I got 2 banks here, and then I got my hunter. So this is my hunter. This is a new hunter, leveled during the Legion invasion. And because my old hunter was my ex's character, she played on that, and I just haven't really played it since then. Not anything like, oh, I don't play it because of her. I wanted an orc hunter, and she wanted like a cute human hunter. That's pretty much what that was. I didn't want to pay for the faction change, so that's I just decided to level 1. So there is Smork, the hunter, and then Blade's Edge is the server that I left Chromagus for to come here, and this is the server that I raided in Wrath Lich King, whereas Chromagus was the server that I raided in Burning Crusade. So this is my warrior. This is not the original warrior on the account. If we want to get technical, I've played warrior the longest. My original warrior was hacked. I was really stupid when I created the account. My secret password was literally password. Somebody was able to hack my account with my secret password, transfer that warrior off of the account onto another account. Blizzard did not recover it because they said, well, they knew your secret password, so you had to have given it to them. Well, no, I explained to them I need to change my secret password because it's password. So it's been changed since then. I was just a dumb 13, 14-year-old kid, but oh well. You live and you learn. So here's the warrior. the Hetty. The name comes from Heterance, which was my original warrior's name, and my nickname was Hetty, so that was that. And then my nickname being Wunzy, I explained that on a different video on the 300 sub Q&A, which you guys can check out. So there's the warrior. Resto Druid, which is the technical second oldest character on this account, but always been Resto, never really differentiated from that. I freaking love Resto Druids, and I always have. I started it in BC when Resto Druids were just like 2 thumbs way up. PvP, PvE, whatever, they did it all. Next up, we got the Paladin, same transmog as the Warrior because I like it. I get a lot of crap for that, and it's like, dude, I love this. I dig this transmog a lot. But he's Retribution. He's been literally everything except for Holy. So that's well, I mean, so he's been Prot and Ret. That's pretty much it. Then we got Chubby Chaser, the Warlock. This is the oldest character right now, currently on the account. Made this character strictly because in vanilla I was leveling in the wetlands. Undead Warlock runs up to me, decides he wants to fear me and knot me up, and then just proceed to camp me for about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun with that. And I decided I was going to put my foot down right there at that moment and say, never again. So I made a human Warlock, leveled it with my human warrior. I would level 1, and then I caught the Warlock up, and then 1 level, and then again the other one, and then, you know, it wasn't the best way to level, because by the time PC dropped, I had no level 60s, I had 2 level, like, 51s, but I did have a good time with it, and I've kept the Warlock around. Next up is the Frost Mage, Physics. My favorite thing about this character is the name, Physics. I just really like the name. I play this character very casually. I do enjoy Frost Mage, and I'm seeing the DPS really creep up, so maybe I'll put a little more time into her. She still doesn't have her 3rd relic slot, so I got to get on that. There's only a handful of characters now. Like my Druid doesn't have it, my Mage doesn't have it, and my Shaman, Priest, and Death Knight don't have it, but I'll eventually get to those. Next up, we got the Monk, Mr. Kung Pao Chicken. Originally started in WoD. This was who I used my 90 character boost on. I used a 90 character boost on him when they introduced, when you got those for pre-ordering or whatever it was. I used that on my Monk because I did not play Mop, and I started him as a Brewmaster. So I was like, I'm going to be a Tauren Monk because I'm going to be tanking. Ended up switching to Windwalker in Legion. Absolutely love it. This might be the new main. If you guys saw the video from last night or the night before, this is definitely the character that I'm considering playing. I have such a good time playing it. I just got to get better with my hit combos. I'm one of those guys that I don't account for like input lag and stuff, and I'll Tiger's Palm twice in a row, and I just sit there doing this. So I got to get better at that, but another candidate for the possible main is this one right here. It's my Rogue. This is like my 4th oldest character on this account. She's what started out as Undead, and then I switched to Blood Elf, and I absolutely love it. She had been combat since Burning Crusade up until WoD, and then she was outlaw at the beginning of Legion, and then I just decided I'm going to go Assassination. I want to give it a shot. I want to play with daggers. I'm so glad that I did that because it has been such a blast. Next up is Greenjean, the Shaman. Now this used to be Resto. I switched to Enhancement in Warlords of Draenor, and I have not looked back at all. Recently, I've actually, let's take that back. Recently, I have been looking back. I've been like, well, maybe I want to play Resto Shaman again because I love Resto Shamans. So there might be a change here soon before I get too much gear on this character, but you know, we'll see what happens. Next up is the Priest. Not a huge fan of Priest in this expansion, guys. I don't like Shadow. I never really liked Shadow. I'm one of those guys that every time, always when I play Priest, I expect it to be a healer. That's just the way I am. This Priest has been Discipline up until this expansion. I didn't like the Discipline changes, so I switched to Holy. I really don't like Holy, so this is definitely the character that I play the least out of all my characters. And then False, my Death Knight. Frost Death Knight has been Frost since day 1, when Frost was the tanking spec and I tanked. Then when it switched to dual wielding, I stuck with Frost. I just really like the spec. I don't know why I've been so loyal to it. I really enjoy this character. I'm looking forward to getting more stick time and learning it more and mastering it. It's hard, guys. It's hard when I do videos jumping from alt to alt because like the DPS is like it fluctuates so much because you get so used to it. It's hard. It takes a while to like be able to jump on a character and just be good right from the start. Then we got this Demon Hunter, Stevie Wonder. This is gonna be my PvP Demon Hunter, Demon Mummer. Whenever it gets to level 110, I'm not in any rush. I'm just gonna do it when I have free time, which isn't a lot these days. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had another phone call. It's been a crazy night. So hope you guys, sirens flying by. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe. Coming up, we got the cash openings on my birthday, which is in six days. Holy cow, I'm getting old. And then on Tuesday, we got a Demon Hunter video. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. I will catch you guys next one. Hope you guys have a great night.